Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends. And today, I'm gonna be testing out the car that you see on the screen right now, which is the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR. And you might be thinking, DBT, why are you gonna test this car right now? It's not even relevant at the moment. That is right, however, this is gonna be the very first car hunt of the new season, which will begin in a few days from now. And well, I will explain why I'm covering it in advance. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. As I always say, this helps the channel to continue to grow, it keeps me going, and it allows me to continue making this content for you. So if you like what I do over here, go ahead, like and subscribe. But alright, as I just mentioned, this is going to be the very first car hunt in the new season, which will begin in about 3 days from now. And the reality is that once that new season drops, there's going to be a lot of topics to make videos on: the new map, the new cars, the new events. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So I'm not really going to have that much time to cover the hunt of this car, so I thought, hey, let's do it before it begins. Now, I'm going to be playing with it in MP1, and that is because I barely have played MP1 at all, and I'm pretty low. I'm in Gold 4. So I thought, hey, this will make it for a bit of an interesting challenge to drive this car. And that is because the Mercedes-Benz CLK, is actually found all the way down in Silver 4. So I'm literally driving a car from 4 sub-leagues to where I should be driving, or what I should be driving, but hey, we'll see how it goes. As a quick overview, this is a Class C car, 5 stars, maximum rank of 3575. And if we have a look at the stats, we have a car that it's there. I've covered this car a couple of times in the channel before, and I always say that this is not a car that shines at anything. Class C with a speed of 331, it's alright, it's nothing too special. Acceleration, it's quite mid. Handling, it's a little bit on the good side, but nothing amazing. And nitro, very mid as well. So overall, the car is mid, at least when it comes to the stats. But how does it drive? Mid. That's the quick answer. It drives mid. Alright, I don't want to discourage you from going for this car. If you kind of like it, you're thinking about doing the car hunt. But the reality is that this car, unfortunately, is not an amazing car. And to be fair, as I always say, you don't necessarily only need to go for the amazing cars. I'm not trying to say that, hey, because this car isn't amazing, you shouldn't go for it. But I'm just trying to be realistic that this is unfortunately one of those cars that you're not going to have much of an opportunity to use in many places, unless you are a beginner player, in which case, well, yeah, you might be, getting stuck in a couple of leagues, maybe you're getting stuck in the Silver League and you're looking for a decent Class C car, then this could be it. But other than that, unfortunately, this is not a car that's going to shine on anything other than looking absolutely bonkers. And every time that I talk about this car, I have to go into the look of the car. I'll talk about it a little bit later. For now, I want to focus specifically on the fact that, as I said, I'm driving a Silver 4 car in Gold 4. Does that mean that this car can actually compete in Gold 4? Oh my god, look at it, DBT is doing amazing with this car. This is actually better than those Class B and A cars. What? No, not really. I'm playing super late in the season. And sorry, my voice is being a little weird, but this is gonna be a... Yeah, I got some flame issues, and that's when my voice breaks, but it's fine. Alright, defeating a Grand Sport P1, Grand Sport, F12 TDF, Corvette, the Lego version of the Corvette, 296, and a KTM. Alright. Now, because I'm playing very late in the season, there's only a few days left of this multiplayer season, and even the entire season as a whole. Yeah, I'm gonna be encountering players that maybe are struggling a little bit to rank up and things like that. Look, there's a DSE10s being driven over there. So people are driving whatever cars they have and hoping to make some progress. So in a way, you could even consider or say that I'm smurfing, not on purpose. I'm not doing this to get easy W's. In fact, the more that I play this, the more else I'm gonna start getting. Because once I start ranking up into other leagues and whatnot, I'm going to encounter different skill level players, however you want to say it. Players with different skill levels, higher skill levels even, or better garages, or whatever. So yeah, this is not me trying to show, oh, DBT getting a bunch of W's or anything. For what I know, maybe I'm only going to get the 1 W at the very start and nothing else, who knows. But yeah, still, I thought that it was interesting to test this car, because like I said, it is not an amazing car, but it's not a bad car either. Now, granted, if two players with the same skill level were to play with this car and the Corvette Grand Sport, the Corvette Grand Sport would win pretty much every single time, because it's about as fast, but way better in many other aspects. So that's basically what I want to make clear, that I don't want to make it look like I'm saying, oh no, this car can absolutely beat a bunch of Class B cars and a bunch of Class A cars, and no, it doesn't quite work like that. But hey, at the very least, like I was saying, this works as a bit of an experiment to play with this car against, well, you know, competition that I shouldn't normally. And yeah, look at that. Grand Sport, FXXK, Vantage GT12, F12TDF, FXXK, and the DSC10s. Oh boy. Oh, and actually over here I saw, yeah, there's an ST over there, there's an Aventador SV. So, alright, this might get a little bit more challenging. Technically speaking, I believe that my CLK is a little bit faster than that STO in front of me. But I mean, the STO has much better stats in other aspects as well, specifically the acceleration, but hey, once again, we'll see. So yeah, that's what I was saying, that it really depends on where you are in your garage level and all of that as to whether or not you should go for this. Because if you're the type of player who doesn't have a lot of cars and, you know, you're struggling to get some okay-ish classic cars, then absolutely go for this hunt. 100% do it. You will get a decent car, but not much more than that. Now, if you're the type of player who already has a ton of cars and pretty good cars in Class C and Class B and whatnot, you don't find yourself getting stuck in the Silver League in MP1, then probably you don't need it. And that's what I was saying, that you're not going to have much of an opportunity to use this car anywhere but here where I'm playing it right now. Well, not necessarily in the Gold League, but, you know, in MP1. Because unfortunately, this is one of those cars, as, oh, Jesus Christ, as many of the cars tend to be, that once you get them to their highest ranks, even like this one without epics, I don't think I have epics for this thing at all, it gets quite overranked, and at a rank of about 3,500, you're going to be encountering a ton of cars from Class B as well, Class A. Even if you're unlucky, you might encounter some Class S cars, all of this in MP2, and this car will absolutely get destroyed by those. So this is not a car for MP2 if you have it at max rank or close to max rank. Alright, defeating 2 Grand Sport, Camaro TSV, Apollo AI. Oh man, the STO dude did terrible, but okay, to be fair, it's not fully upgraded. But hey, if you're a crazy person like myself and like the cars in the game just because you actually like the car, not just focusing exclusively about performance, then yeah, sure, why not? Once this car was added, it was a couple of years ago. It was still Asphalt 9. When the car was added, I was so happy because, like I said, this is a car, one of my favorite old school cars. Old school, I mean, granted, it's from the 90s, so depending on your age, you will tell me if that's old school or not, but regardless, I really like this car for reasons that I've explained before, and as a quick summary of that is because of Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. Probably the first game that really got me into racing many years ago, and this car was featured over there. Now, granted, that one was not the Strassen version, which is this one. It's the street version. It has this specific wing. The one in Need for Speed was the, well, the non-road version, the race version. It has a different wing, and the mirrors are in a slightly different position and all that, but whatever. The point is that I still like this car a lot because of that, and man, again, I was so happy when I saw it that was being added in this game. And the moment that it came out, I think it was in a car hunt the first time that it came out. Oh, you bet that I absolutely dedicated my life to unlocking this car and whatnot. Once I unlocked it and, you know, tested it and all of that, and I realized that it was not an amazing car, I was like, oh man. But at the end of the day, again, I care more about the looks of the car than the performance itself. And I know that there's some crazies like myself over here watching. So hey, there's that if you're considering this car as well. All right, beating a Superleggera FXXK to F12TDF, Superleggera Stereo, and a Draco. Woo, look at that. I just got to Gold 3. Nice. Now, out of curiosity, I just want to see what I could possibly be racing against in Gold 3. Wait. Oh, okay. Gold 3. Okay. So this could be my competition, but hey, late in the season, we'll see what I actually find. But oh man, this car has some amazing colors, so I've been switching a little bit between them. The colors that you saw earlier are indeed the default colors. I'm still going with more default colors because yes, it looks great. But anyway, as I was saying at the very start of this video, I wanted to cover this car before the season began because again, once the season drops, there's gonna be so much stuff that I'm gonna be making videos on. Like I said, if we have some way to test the new map, I would rather do that. And I did say that I was gonna make a video on the new map, but you know, just watching the videos, I didn't think that was gonna be good enough. So instead, I'm gonna wait until I have actually access. Wow, why is that so difficult to say? Until I actually have access to the map, probably in quick race. No, not quick race. What's it called? Private lobbies or whatever. And granted, at that point, you will be able to test it yourself too. But hey, you know, in case you're curious, I might check it out like that. That also the new cars. I'm gonna be making videos on testing the new cars. There's also whatever new events that will be coming, all of that stuff. So in general, there's gonna be a ton of things that I'm gonna need to cover the moment. Oh, Jesus. Okay, to be fair, the Zenvo TSRS is a way better car than this. And granted, that's Class V. So there's gonna be a ton of things for me to make videos on. So that's why I keep on saying that I wanted to cover this beforehand. I could have waited. Oh, come on, can I keep it? Can I keep it? Can I keep it? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, barely. Jesus, that guy was right on my tail, but I got it. Oh, look at that. All right, listen, that was fully upgraded and it was actually so close to beat me, so there's that. I also beat a Volcano Titanium VLF, Pro FXXK, the Glickenhaus 003, FXXA, and a Needle Design. You know that the moment that a new special event comes out, I try to make the spreadsheet as soon as possible to give you a calculator in case you want to use it. Also because it helps me to see how much progress I'll be able to make and all that stuff. Same thing with the Spotlight. Though, to be fair, the very last Spotlight that, well, you know, what was it, the Black Friday Spotlight or whatever it was, man, what a disappointment of a Spotlight that was. So I didn't even make a calculator on that. I'm like, nah, whatever, I don't care. And besides, since a lot of people were going to be locked out anyways, like, it's fine, who cares? Now, here's hoping that we're going to have a better Spotlight this time around. I actually saw some comments already hating on the newer Spotlight that was announced in the patch notes, which, by the way, I made a video on if you want to check it out. It should be linked in the top right if I remember to link it. But otherwise, just checking my channel. It's there. Oh, Jesus, what was happening there? But yeah, so I've seen people already saying like, no, this other Spotlight is going to be bad and this and that. Well, I can understand that the disappointment for the main Spotlight car to be locked behind the key. Oh yeah, obviously, I get that. But overall, it's still not nearly as bad as the Spotlight that we just had, where every single car was a key car. No, this time around, not all of them, and hopefully it's going to be better overall. But hey, we will have to wait and see. But yeah, the point is that I'm going to have a lot of things to make videos on. So that's why I thought, hey, let's cover this car ASAP. And hey, I also get to drive it, which I like because I like the car. So yeah, sure. Okay, let's address this because I know what you're about to say. DBT, did you just paint your car orange? Maybe. It's a fantastic dual tone orange that this car has in the default color, so how could I not use it? Just look at it. Now, to be fair, I did paint or made the wing carbon so that it adds more contrast, but still, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm serious, the color options for this car, the default color options are amazing. And the funny thing is that sometimes even if you try to mimic or replicate these color combinations in the custom color thingy, you cannot get the exact same color combination or the materials. So yeah, that's why I appreciate when the cars have some really fancy colors by default, like this car does. And normally, for historical reasons, I would want to drive this car in gray because, well, that is the default color for the car, the ARL, blah, blah, blah. But come on, just look at this thing. Absolutely gorgeous. And now I know some people are like, DBT, you like this car? It looks so weird. It's so flat. It's a pancake. Whatever, it's fine. I just like these extreme cars that, you know, they are less about looks than they are about function. These are, in case you don't know anything about this car was originally a race car, and then they quote-unquote homologated it for the road just to comply with the GT1 requirements. But yeah, it's a race car, so you can kind of think of this car kind of like the LMH cars nowadays that are very extreme. Really, they're not meant to look like a regular car, you know? Anyway, defeating a Lycan, a Grand Sport, Superleggera, Asphalt TDF2, Volcanoes, and a 911 Targa. What is even that? Oh, is that the Class D? But anyway, just to wrap up my entire thoughts when it comes to this car, the car hunt, and all of that stuff, because again, it's coming. If you're wondering, DBT, should I go and focus on this car hunt? It depends. I'm sorry, I cannot give you a straight up answer. If you don't have the car and you have the time to hunt it, absolutely, go for it. Why not? It's a free car, just get it. But if you're thinking about it in performance, like, hey, but is it actually a good performer? Like I said, it is a car that you're not going to have a ton of opportunity to use unless you find yourself playing a lot in the silver and super early gold leagues in MP1. In MP2, this is not going to be able to do much. Now, fortunately, because it's a classic car, it doesn't require a ton of blueprints. It actually needs about 130, I think it's 134 blueprints that this thing needs in order for you to take it to the max star. So it's not an insanely long hunt to do. But like I said, you should only go for this if you have nothing better to do, or if you really like this car, or if you're a collectionist. Other than that, if you're thinking about performance, yeah, this car may not be doing amazing, but hey, it looks cool, and for some people like myself, that's good enough. And that's the second place, which is not too bad considering what I was racing against. But alright, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, as I always say. Also remember that once we hit the 25,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour live stream of rooming games with Asphalt Legends included. So, why don't you help me get to that milestone? Also, I haven't shouted out my Discord server, the House of Rooms. Link is in the description if you want to join. We talk about racing games, the ones that you see on the channel, and some other random stuff as well. It's a chill place. Let me try that again. It's a chill place, so if you want to join, hey, there's the invite. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!